morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lico Kenobi. And before we get started, I would like guys to please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, Ubisoft sued for a 1.3 million over disguised dismissal of ex-Assassin's Creed boss. And look, like I said many in my videos of this, Ubisoft used to be on top of their game. You know, we've had Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six, Splinter Cell, which, by the way, in my video game streams, I played and beat Splinter Cell 1, Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, and Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. I beat Chaos Theory a week ago, I believe. And I'm thinking about maybe purchasing Double Agent and giving it a go. Because I tried to play Double Agent before, but then I just didn't like how it was, so I left it. Yeah. But I'm going to give it a chance because, however, I do have Splinter Cell Conviction. And then I played the newly updated reboot of Splinter Cell Blacklist. And I liked it for what it was. But like I said, I'm thinking about getting Splinter Cell Double Agent and to give it a go. I'm thinking about it. But like I said, I mean, Ubisoft, it was one of the best game companies ever. I mean, I loved Assassin's Creed 1, the Ezra Tori story, which was Assassin's Creed 2, Circle of the Brotherhood, Revelation. I tried a bit of play to Part 3. I tried to play Odyssey. I tried to play Origin. Didn't work with me. I liked it Black Flag. And I played I try to play that Viking era one, you know. But like I said, I mean, some Splinter Cell games have not been doing great right now. Especially its last one, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I didn't get that game, but I saw reviews on it. I saw videos of it. I saw what they were trying to do with it. And it literally, that game alone, and not just that game, Star Wars Outlaws, it destroyed Ubisoft. And it destroyed them real bad. And now they're side by side with Tencent. And right now it's not been doing good, man. It's not been looking good right now. So you got Alex Gerzel on the Geeks and Gamers who posted this article. So let's take a read at it. Let's take a read. Here we go. Ubisoft is being sued by a former employee who claims the video game company used dirty tricks to avoid paying him his severance package. Mark Alexis Cote had been with Ubisoft for over 20 years, starting as a programmer and an engineer, and in 2010, he began working on Assassin's Creed's franchise as a lead level designer on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. He then became the game director for subsequent Assassin's Creed games, and in 2020, he was named the vice president executive producer who ran the Assassin's Creed franchise. He left Ubisoft in October 2025, and Ubisoft said that he was offered a role as part of Engine Studios' leadership, but decided to pursue a new path elsewhere outside of Ubisoft. Ubisoft said it was disappointed that he chose to leave. Yeah, because look what happened. They fell apart. They fell apart after what happened. So, I mean, I don't blame him. Cote's departure came and amid Ubisoft's restructuring period as the company prepared for Vantage Studios, its new dedicated subsidiary funded by investors like Tencent that would house their biggest franchises. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Far Cry, and Assassin's Creed. Yeah, but no mentioning of Splinter Cell. I would love to play a new Splinter Cell game. The only problem is, as long as Ubisoft has these activists in there, they could probably ruin the game. That's why I love playing the original Assassin's Creed games. I will never get rid of those games. Never. So, Ubisoft began offering a voluntary career transition program in which employees could choose to leave the company with what was described as a generous severance package, including financial and career assistance. Cote, on the other hand, was offered the job at Vantage but declined. Now, game developer reports that Cote is suing Ubisoft, calling his departure from the company's disguised dismissal. As Cote tells the story, Ubisoft's offer for him to join Vantage did not carry the same scope, mandate, or continuity with the work he had been doing and would have put him under someone else's authority. A movie called An Unacceptable Downgrade and a disguised dismissal. Essential, he's arguing that Ubisoft offered him a chump deal to force him out, knowing or at least assuming he wouldn't take it. The problem for Cote is that because he technically left of his own violation, which the company called a voluntary departure, Ubisoft didn't give him his severance package after he asked for it. In fact, Cote says that Ubisoft went about his dismissal, as he believes it is, the way it did specifically to avoid having to give him his severance, as well as to maintain a non-compete clause. So Cote is now suing Ubisoft, demanding 2 years worth of salary and an extra 75 grand in moral damages for abuse of power and an infringement on his reputation, which amounts to 1.3 million in Canadian money. Yeah, 1.3. Okay, good. That's why I wanted to make sure. I thought I read 1.3 billion. He's also suing to have the non-compete clause lifted so he can get another job in the video game industry. Without knowing the specifics beyond what each side claims, it is fair to note that Ubisoft has been playing hardball with its employees of late, having recently laid off 55 people at Massive Entertainment. One of its studios also closed down its mobile game studios. Ubisoft Halifax effectively terminating the jobs of another 71 employees. When closing Ubisoft Halifax, the company said it was looking to reduce costs, getting out of paying a high-ranking employee. His severance would certainly do that, too. And while we don't know if it's true, the accusation of it is getting Ubisoft sued. I'm telling you, man, Ubisoft's got too many problems. They've got so many problems that they need to solve. But like I said, they brought this to themselves. They brought this among themselves, man, because, I mean, ever since what happened, ever since they had activists join their companies, and it's, you know, and it's not just Ubisoft. You got EA Games, Biohazard, that are trying to get rid of them. Rocksteady, you know. There have been many other game companies that have been affected by that. But like I said, I mean, I'll miss Ubisoft once who they were, man. But whatever games that Ubisoft wants to bring out there, I do not want to take part of that. But hey, we'll see. Maybe hopefully that they'll learn. We'll see. So you guys let me know what you guys think. So please share this video, post a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. And I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.